should be streaming by the looks of it. Yeah. Cool. So back again. Shit. Back again. What were they putting? That little bastard. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, so let's get back into what we were doing earlier, because realistically, it's a bit shit, stuff like that. So we're gonna get back into it. Okay, so again, the pair doesn't really necessarily matter. What we want to look for is on a 1 day. We want to see how. What's put? Just before I get into anything. Okay. Well, I did want them, but yeah, you. Oh, Jesus. Scared. I don't see what the problem is, but sure. Okay. Okay, so obviously the area we're looking to take is this. Alright. Still got a bit of movement. Potentially push higher. As we're near this top now. Okay. Time frame. Looking for that. Standard zone that we're on. Which is London. Technically 2 hours in, so it's 11. Okay, so on the 1 hour, let's just double check. We have came down into basically, I wouldn't really count this, I'd count this more or less, this deeper portion. Now, actually we didn't come into this on my line. We must have come into some magnetic portion here maybe. Not too sure, but then the overall expectation is longs. Now we could have a potential reaccumulation occurring, so that being said, we could actually be looking to take these lows. Let's go down to a 5 minute. Do we see any true accumulation occurring? Well, we have this possible, which actually turns into this. So this right here is basically accumulation, and yeah. Looking for potential buys from within here or here is valid. So as we come on, the expectation again is going to be longs. Not really anything that I want to look at this point. Maybe we could get a long from an earlier point down here. So because this is a lot state. Basically, I'd count this as the stage 1 accumulation. This was more of trending. This was the stage 1, and then we're actually looking for the actual candle up now. So. I mean, it could be in the move from here, so thus kind of me believing that we might actually come down, reaccumulate, and then continue higher. So at this point I'm actually, shit, can I get rid of Mira Smithers? Okay, cool. So at this point, yeah, like we are going to potentially look for longs from here, but if anything I want to see something from here, not here. So let's see what we get. Part of that reaccumulation, as we just mentioned. So see what else we can get. I mean, at this point, yeah, we could see a nice ICIF of this. So if we do break this high here, then we'll take a long. Again, because everything at this point is technically valid. Okay, so again, we're going to look for around 5 pips. We're going to just let it do its thing. So place the order, just like that, and let it do its thing. Okay. And yeah, that's it. So see what happens. Nice little bit of expansion. Only rate at 1 to 1 at the moment. Nothing too special. Again, nothing special. Bit of volume, which is great. Not really too much volume occurring. Now we have actually taken this high as part of that push, which is interesting to look at, and we've actually broken this high. So we're basically in all new highs, I guess. Technically, well, technically we've got higher time frame. Looking to go higher again because we came down as we mentioned. What did we already clear that? Did we already clear that? We already cleared it. Shit. Okay. Yeah, so at this point, we're looking for around 10k profit to put ourselves in that zone that we want to be in before taking ourselves out. So I think news was at this time. So we would have actually taken ourselves out beforehand and probably been at a loss, unfortunately. But again, that was part of trading. You know, I think this entire thing from earlier, I actually kind of fucked up my profits and stuff, but it's fine. I don't really care. It's backtesting. That's not real money. You know what I mean? So there's nothing to worry about. If it was a real account, then yeah, I'd be a little bit fucked. But honestly, it doesn't matter because that was just inconsistent as fuck. So there's nothing for me to stress about or worry about. I want to see possible buys from here, but I don't have enough at the moment. Right? Maybe on a 5-minute we might have an accumulation occur or begin. I'd count this as the first move, so I'd probably be more interested in clearing this high, which we've just done, which is actually putting me in a position now where I'm considering potential longs, and this is part of that move. So honestly, there's also respecting these zones there, which is beautiful. As part of this ICI, if it clears basically this high, basically like here, then I'd be happy to take a long. Okay, this is more of a breakdown-ish, and I'd actually, again, as part of this ICI, I'd be happy to take this internal one. Now, most times I'd actually put it here, but again, we're going to do, again, 5 pips, right, which actually lies around here. 5.1 doesn't really matter to me, and we take that trade, right, simple. Let's see how this actually plays. Might get taken out, who knows. We get the expansion, which is nice. Get another expansion. Not really much of a continuation at the moment, probably going to get taken out, and we do. So it kind of looks like these moves that were participating in earlier are actually getting shit, and there's not enough pushing it higher, which is actually making me believe that we're not even in a condition to take buys anymore, really. It's probably going to just, it can go up for sure, but it's just going to be in shitty context like this, and there's too much shit price action within all of this. So honestly, yeah, I'll probably take myself out just because it's very, very shit. But if something starts to, clear these highs, there's a possibility to look for further longs, but we actually get that continuation down. This can also be a part of the accumulation. So 8 AM hits, right, and there was probably some sort of accumulation occurring down here as well, like everywhere there is, but again, this is basically, this is beautiful volume, right? So it's technically is valid to look for maybe buys continuing, but I'd be very patient because this right here, like, what is this? You've got maybe one break. You probably want to see this clear before you do anything, right? And instead we break down, so again there's nothing to take, right? And as we're expecting just longs, we get one push up, which is beautiful. We get some form of a pullback. I don't want to see these get cleared, right? We clear this. This is beautiful occurring, and actually inside of potentially here or even down here we might see an ICI. So let's see, we get the impulse, a form of a correction, and then the break in this level, which puts me in a position where, yeah, hey, I'm looking to take a long from here, so I can put myself in this position like this, right? Now I'm not saying it's gonna completely go blasting off, because clearly it didn't, but the point is the rules are met. Now we could have actually, in this circumstance, because we're basically already through this move quite high up, through this actual move of actually targeting, basically, if we look at it, basically this is our protected high. If we're continuing to actually push down, and then obviously down again, taking these, then the expectation is what, that this high is going to be the protected, and sometimes it can absorb a wick, but for the most part, when it gets close to these protected highs, it's actually going to reject off of it, because you're going to have people selling from here, right? And this is also, again, liquidity building up, which also gives you a re-entry because people are going to sell into these buys. So either way you want to look at it, has to align with what your overall context is, right? And at this point, yes, we've got volume, right? Is the 1 hour saying anything interesting? Is it saying we're coming from a specific zone? There's a possible zone down here. There's the absorption of this. We're in potential reaccumulation model, right? But at this point, is there anything actually screaming longs? Not really. Not really. So I'd probably be just sitting here waiting things out because honestly, there's a lot of uncertainty around here. You know, this could literally be part of a reaccumulation model here to take these highs, which I'm happy, and I think aligns perfectly because we've actually tapped into this. So personally, yes, it does align, and hey, a re-entry down here is fine in my eyes if we get an ICI model. But again, we get basically the liquidation of the zone, continuing these shorts down. So you know, any of these multiple breaks higher are actually just going to be targets to basically sell. So when you get like a major push like this, your understanding is that you can potentially re-enter for a short, so you get the impulse, you get some more form of a correction, not really valid. You take the high, you want to see a 2.0 deliver, okay, so you get this, you get the impulse down, you get 2 correction candles, and then you're just waiting to short underneath this, you know, just like that, you're in your short. And you know, I can do shorts as well, just to let you guys know. I do predominantly enter longs, but in this case, this is valid for short. Now, at this point, hey, it might get stopped, doesn't really bother me. But yeah, that's technically part of that whole push down, and you're most likely going to see price come down a bit lower, in my opinion, just based on that. So there we go. Price does come down. You know, there's literally nothing, and don't take any of those trades I was taking earlier really that serious because they weren't. But I'm just trying to show that it's shit price action. Even at this point, there's literally maybe a setup, right? Because if you see this, you have a potential accumulation occurring, but then you have this, and you have your target being here. So you've only really got this much room to work with. But on a 1 minute, that much room can actually give you a little bit of money. Not enough, because if you're working on 5 pip stop loss, it's not going to be enough. But then you can also say, yes, this is fine. We are respecting these. We're actually going to push higher. I want to see these highs clear one more time, right? As part of this model, right? Beautiful. Hey, I'm looking for longs. I'm in that position now, and hey, we hit this 2.0, we impulsed. So if we break above this high now, we're also valid for a long, right? So just like that, on this day, hey, I would take this myself. I'd be very happy with this trade, and you know, this is an actual trade I would have taken myself. I don't know if this is going to hit or not, but this, in my opinion, looks beautiful for the expansion going up, but I could be wrong. You know, I don't really care if I'm wrong. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm just taking something with high confluence. So around, you know, 8k, I want to hit that 10k mark to move to break even, and then now we're just waiting for simply 4, 8, 12, 16, 20k. I'm just an idiot, but yeah, 20k. It's literally double. We hit 34, so we went a little bit above. That's probably news, I think. I think we would have actually taken ourselves out of that, if I'm being honest, because news is never a good thing. So honestly, at this point, it is probably going to go full TP, but I'm going to be very fair on myself. Even though it would go full TP, the actual profit I'm going to take off of the partials and the way I manage is about, what, 30k-ish, right? Because I'm taking 1 of 5, 50%, which is going to be 2.5 plus thingy, which is going to be about 7.5, and again 7.5 is actually going to be 7% because it's, you got to factor in your 0.5% commission. So we're going to do 7% times obviously the account size, which is 400,000. I'm moving 0.7, my bad, times 400,000, which gives me about 28k. So just a little bit above, doesn't really matter. Accounts for maybe 1 or 2 losses that I shouldn't have really taken anyways earlier. So let's put that back. And yeah, so I presume, let's just double check, but here's a 1 to 10. I presume it's going to go full. It should, realistically. It makes more sense. And there we go. Yeah. So that was probably just news driven. It's probably not going to continue that much. Who knows? Wouldn't really trade that shit. I mean, personally, especially if my stop loss was like that close, I would probably not have even touched it. I would have exited my trade. I wouldn't even took the swim. It's like any news, and there's definitely losses throughout all these times that I've backtest where I'm taking losses only because of news, right? So it kind of does account, but again, it doesn't matter. Every time there's news like that, which is going to affect the market like that, it's usually red news. I'm out. I'm fucking out. I'm out of my position because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I can make easy money that day, just by gambling essentially. Because what you're doing is you're literally playing fucking Russian roulette with money, right? And that can be fun if you want, but don't fuck around with that shit. I would say, especially if you're a funded account. If that goes in your wrong direction, you're gone. Your account's gone. Even if you're funded, right? You spend all your time to get funded and then bang, right? You lose your funded account if it goes the wrong way, because what happens is in a single fucking second, right? A single second, price can go from one level all the way to the fucking bottom. I've seen so many times. Literally, price will be fucking here, and the news will literally drop the exact same fucking second. Price will go from here to here, like all the way to the fucking bottom, and then you will get filled. Not your stop loss. So your stop loss is here, like market price is here, stop loss is here, and then within the second the price gets here. Like you're gonna get filled all the way down here. You're not gonna get filled up in your stop loss, and when you get filled down here, you're taking more loss, right? So you're gonna get fucked either way. So don't do it. Not worth it. So many other days you can literally trade, and you decide to trade fucking news. It's ridiculous. But that's something I learned because guess what? News actually dropped. I think it was 1:30 my time, UK, and I was on a 50k funded, and I didn't even know there was news dropping, and then fucking hell, my entire position, like, I was ruined. I lost, right? I lost it because, like I said, you get filled at a different price. Get filled instead of price being fucking. Say the price is coming up here, right, and then price is here. Within that 1 second, price can literally go from here to here in a split second. Price can go all the way down here, and your stop loss could be here. But when that price goes from here to here within literally less than a second, you're gonna get filled where? You're not getting filled here. You're gonna get filled right fucking here, right down here, and it's gonna fuck you up, and you're gonna be crying. You're gonna be fucking regretting every single decision you made, and you're gonna be like, why? And it's like, well, you know why? Because you were fine when you knew there was news. You're only not fine because it didn't go your way. So stop being a bitch. Take accountability. Blah blah blah. Simple. But yeah. So again. Nothing to really take. I think this is the rollover until Monday, so I probably won't even touch this on Monday, but who knows. 7-8, okay, so pretty fucking dry market. Last push was up. I do have this demand created, this entire MB technically. Multiple mitigations, a lot of sideways price action. I wouldn't even really probably look at this. I probably want to see, if I were to trade this, I probably want to see price clear this, break down, then clear, as form of, to actually show the accumulation current, because otherwise, like, what is this? This isn't this isn't anything. This is just sideways. Like, yeah, you might have some breaks up, but you need something that actually be clear. To clear, like, look, are you telling me that this is clearly wanting to go up? What you're telling me, this is really want to go up, and if you get this and then this, what is that showing you? what is it? It's clearly showing money's there, right? But at the moment, is it? No. So that's why we wait. Okay, so 5 minute, we just wait, see what occurs, and then we're gonna break down. Right, nothing to take. Literally the whole day, there's probably nothing to take. We might have a potential absorption, and if we actually clear this high, okay, then I'll be looking for buys. Right, so at this point, yes, I'm happy. I'm like, yeah, let's look for longs. Right, so we want to come into here. We want to see some form of an ICI off of this. We get the impulse, an impulse correction, and then if we break this high right now, bang, this is my long. We're out for the session anyway, so we're not going to take it, but the actual, I'm actually trying to show you something rather than actually take anything. Plus we just want to trade, so it doesn't matter if I lose any money, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I wouldn't actually take this, so none of these profits or losses would actually technically account for my actual account, because it's what it is. But I'm trying to show you is, yeah, this is valid, to look for those longs, right? We come down, we come around, it's kind of in a shitty position. I'd get myself out at that point. Terrible price action, and we'll probably get it stopped out now. And that's, like, as you can see, look at this shit. You can kind of already see, right, from the very beginning of all the way over here, you could literally tell that it was shit. And then even at this point, maybe got these breaks up, but on here there was nothing still. So yeah, maybe if we cleared these highs for that second time, and then we could scale down to maybe a lower time frame instead. We did it a bit early, so is what it is. But yeah, we wouldn't have actually taken that regardless. But yeah, so let's go on to here. Yeah, still looks bearish as fuck. Probably going to continue down, I think. Oh, this drink's nice. Yeah, it's really going to continue down. Like, this doesn't really show me much of what we're seeing. Potential accumulation occurring down here. There's potential buys in here as well. Don't get me wrong. I think it's possible, but also at the same time, I want to see something from here. Right. So if we go on a 1 minute, this is actually valid to go on a 1 minute now, by the way. And you kind of can just tell with time, but yeah, this is valid to go down for 1 minute, and then I want to just basically see price actually do something, right? So that's beautiful, and that's put me in a position where I'm happy to look for longs now. I'm literally saying, yeah, I'm happy. Fucking, let's see if we can get an ICI somewhere. The impulse, beautiful. No, not really a form of correction. Deeper correction, not really happy. See what we can get. I don't really like that wick, that's not too good. I'll probably actually wait now. I don't really like that. See if we can get anything different. I want to see something clear again. I want to see some clean breaks yet again, otherwise there's nothing to take for me. We get a nice push up. I want to see it break down and then break up like this, and then I want to see it clear this high, as form as that, and then I will re-look for longs again, otherwise there's nothing to take. Beautiful, we're actually clearing this, and this is when I would again look for longs. But again, is there anything to take? No, there's nothing to take, because from around this point I wasn't really happy with this. Like, we got these, we're in basically this push, we've basically put ourselves in a reaccumulation model, and then we should be looking to take these highs at this point. But then what do we get? This, and then price comes straight down, and then comes up, and then it comes down again. It's kind of a bit of a shitty one. So we want to start to see clean pushes, and which we've got now. Even though it's out of our time session now, disconnected. I don't even know what that is. But hopefully it hasn't ended my stream. Shouldn't have. You know, and this is something you could take. And this is 11:50 in the morning, so I wouldn't even touch this. I would be off the charts technically, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And yeah, let's see what happens as we enter. Right, price comes around, it takes us out. Cool. Guess what? We don't trade it because it's not a trading session. But yeah. That was valid for long though, to be honest. I would happily have taken that loss. I don't really like the way these wicks are moving either. It's kind of shitty. I literally wouldn't even look at this now. I know it's fucking New York session, so it'll probably dump this fucking market for a little bit. But again, expectations still going to be long. We're delivering long. 2 candles correction and then yeah, take the buy off of there is valid, but you have to also be cautious of the fact that we're actually really high up in this move. If you were to look at, basically, this is your target, you're actually going to try and take longs from what here? It seems a bit shit, I wouldn't take it at that point. But yeah, so again, a nice ICI from down here is beautiful. And again, that you technically would be entering your positions here, but again, if you want to really enter off of the close, then that's fine. Still valid in my opinion. I don't think it should come back down. I mean, it does. It's unfortunate. I think it would have still been terrible loss anyways, but it is what it is. You know, don't fucking trade. I mean, actually, if that was the case, I was entering here, then I didn't get stopped out, did I? I mean, it might probably, yeah, it probably will. Shitty price action, like I said. Look at this. Look at the 15-minute. And you know earlier how we were fucking able to get easy buys, and then now we're getting nothing. It's literally just context. But I haven't been able to enter a single trade for like a couple of days because like there's nothing to take, right? I think EU though this week. I was looking at it earlier. Beautiful for longs. Like you can take easy buys on that. Haven't looked at it recently, but from what I was looking at earlier, it's beautiful for longs. Come on, let's see what we got. Let's have a look. Where is price? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? On a 1 day. Okay, we're over there. Cool. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just saying, easy longs this week for EU. I'd say in my opinion, but hey, I could be wrong. Who knows? Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know what's going here. This looks like shit. You wouldn't trade this. This has been how long? Can I not? How do I? About 5 hours since I'm gonna take. I might get a re-entry or something. I don't really know. Don't really care. I mean, you know, in here trying to wait for something for fun and pips for my account. They got 13 moderators online. Like, what the heck? Kind of crazy. But most people in here just moan. Yeah. Same shit. Like, please, I don't even know. But I'm just waiting for my accounts. I'm waiting for my 50k so I can actually start trading on that. But in the meantime, literally nothing to do, nothing to take. If I do me a town, it would be very disastrous and disappointing for real because a lot of us had faith in this farm. Yeah, well, stop bitching. You'll be fine. That's what I say to people like that. Fucking hell. Crybabies, man. Crybabies. Yeah. I mean, that is 100. A lot of people trade this, don't they? I think it's like probably like little ICT fucking mentors, mentorees or whatever, or students, should I say? Like a lot of his students just fucking literally sit on here and fucking like the spazziest shit. On SMT, I don't even know what SMT means, but yeah, SMT. We got fucking equalos, EQL. We're gonna come and clear these lows out, and then we're gonna come and take liquidity, and it's gonna go higher. Yay! Don't have to be a genius to see that. I mean, looking at this, it looks bearish. Now it looks bullish. Looks bullish, yeah, bullish. We could be coming for this zone. I mean, if I was to do a fucking quick TA, could be coming for the daily demand. On the 1 week, we've actually got potential reaccumulation occurring. Because we've actually got break up, break up, break up, and then basically we broke down once. So yeah, it can definitely go all the way up and then come down, but the expectation is going to be to come down lower on a higher time frame. That is on this time frame. We have tapped into this zone. I don't know what the fuck this is. I probably won't even touch this. Literally nothing to touch. Yeah, this looks like shit. Wouldn't touch it. I mean, it's starting to build long absorption, pushing higher. I'm expecting this. If it was to continue longs, then yeah, sure. You'd want to probably be respecting this. But I don't really know what occurred here. I mean, if we show some more strength, and we get a pullback and then there's thing there, then hey, I'll probably look. Because otherwise, like, yeah, we've got shit. And we've got a few breaks here, cool. The retest, you undertake out these lows, and then basically just absorb the zone. Come to here, get nice and tight around the top. I'm respecting these lows now. So it could, but personally, I don't like where it's fucking how it's looking. Okay. What the fuck's going on in my kitchen chat? Hold on, let's have a look. Okay, I don't know what my brother's been moaning about that. Like, relax, bruh. Alright, so yeah, like I said, there's literally when it comes to trading, this is why I've literally had no videos and no streams and nothing. It's like there's nothing to do. Like literally there's nothing to do. Like you can't tell me there's anything to do at all. There's nothing. I want to change this line colour. It's a bit too shitty. But we could literally open a long. I want to see the spreads on this. This is FTMO, by the way. Look at this shit. Terrible. I mean, disappointing. Let's just say that. This 200k account. I mean, 200k accounts ain't too bad. I was probably actually looking to get 200k just because it's not that bad. Like 2k on a trade ain't that bad, honestly. Yeah, maybe I could double it on a 400k, but to me it doesn't really make much difference. And I think on this I'm using around 50 lots, which gives me around 3.5 pips as a stop loss, and this is on EU actually. So if I go to this and I do like 200k, right, and then I go to like EU, it doesn't really matter because I can literally go on the thingy and just put it in there now. But like I could. Hold on. Like, it is beautiful though. It is beautiful. And I was also looking for the same color on this. Like, I want to get the same color on this that is on here. But this one looks a little bit brighter. You know what I mean? I could be tripping. And this one, I mean, I like this background better. Actually, I kind of like this one better. But on here, like, how do I go to it? Time frames, I think it's properties. Yes, it's here. So the color is deep sky blue. I can search on here. Deep sky blue color code like this. Right, this is the sort of thing I'm looking for. And then get the hex, and then I'll go over to basically my trading view. For now, let's just do that. So, because I love this color blue, but I want it like that color blue, you know what I mean? So if we paste this in, that isn't it though. Actually, it kind of is. I mean, it kind of is. It kind of is, yeah. Yeah. I kind of like that, it just stands out, but then this has to change as well to that same one. Can I favorite it? Like, add. Oh, that's clean. That is clean, but I want it a little bit less bright. Something like 50% might suffice. Ooh, that's better. That is it. Ooh, that's beautiful. That's what I like. This is the color I like. But my actual rectangle now, I want it to be a little bit more of a deep blue again as well. I want it all to be that colour. I love the colour blue. Ah, there it is. But I want this to be a little bit less bright. Maybe around 40% is good. Yeah, 40. And then obviously on the short position, same shit. So on this, I think we have 4 across 85, 4 across 85, and then this one we're gonna do this, and then I think it was what was it? 50. So we just set to 50. Just like that. Cool. Beautiful. I love that. I love that. And I also want to change the brush. Actually, nah, we'll keep it black. Don't really give a shit. Cool. I mean, I don't really need to change on here, but that's a colour I fuck with. That is the colour I fuck with a lot. Let's add that right now. Right here, right now. Ah, such a good colour. I can't even tell you how much I love this colour. That's made my day. So clear this off, and then let's move this across so I can get rid of it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, cool. So 200k, blah blah blah. Like we were saying, unfortunately I can't bother to change the rectangle on this one. It doesn't really matter to me. Actually, you know what? I have to do it. I have to do it now. Cool. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, cool. I might change the rectangle later. I don't know. I might fuck around with it, but for now, I'm shit. I'm loving this. Okay, cool. One day, bullish. Yeah, definitely bullish, for sure. Actually, looking to take this liquidity from the top. Yeah, looking to take this liquidity. Oh shit. 100%. What I would look at is. We're now in that move up. This is part of a reaccumulation. So honestly, at this point, there is a possibility to even get longs from up here. What's this lower time frame model saying? Okay, continuation, breakdown. So yeah, there's a lot of room basically for price to come down, and we're not in our time session, so let's just skip over to that. I think it might come down and then go up, but who knows? It is bullish, so yeah, we do get that continuation straight away. And we're inside of our session, so let's see what we can get. So on the 15-minute, let's just head over to this. If it wants to load. On this 15-minute, we do have the zone. We're gonna highlight now. Okay, and then obviously on this 1 minute, let's see what we can get. So I actually don't really like this rectangle color. It's fucking pissing me off now. I like the candles, but not the rectangle. Okay, so again on here, I want to start to see because we actually failed to break this high. So something in my eyes is saying that basically we're going to come and take these lows, and that these are going to be our protected highs because it's struggling to break above. So I actually want to see price break above it now, otherwise it's going to continue down. So even though we are looking for longs, I cannot take it unless we actually clear these highs. Again, we're not clearing them, but we are pulling back. So even if we clear this one now, it's fine in my opinion. See what we get. Beautiful. We clear it. That's what we'd love to see. And yeah, now I'm actually interested in potential mitigation inside of here. Continue long. People are probably shorting from here as well. Understand that. This is just liquidity, and liquidity above. So we can actually look to basically take those longs now off of potential ICI. So on inside of here, let's see what we can get. And it's also part of a reaccumulation, as you can see. Part of the eye, the impulse, right? 2.0 mitigation, the impulse, the correction, and the impulse. Beautiful. This looks quite clean to me. The wick didn't really go much lower, and it kind of put its strength back up. So the idea is actually going to be 3.5 pips and not 4 or whatever. So again, 3.5. I think it could be a little bit less though. I mean, let's go to I think it's securities. Euro 200k. Yeah. 3.5. I mean, we could always do like 3, but then the lots are going to be a little bit bigger. But on 200k account, I mean, again, if you try to calculate the actual amount of lots you can actually use, it's actually going to be about 100ish, I think, or maybe 90, 80. But again, you can still do 3. So actually, for this case, we're going to do 30, and I'll show you exactly what I'm on about. And just because I'm doing like 5 pips on UJ or 4 pips on here, doesn't actually change anything, because like if I've got 4 pips here, like my rule is still I want to protect this low. By the way, it always has been. It's just some cases I might get lucky, right? That's the idea though. This is still the exact same idea I have. The only difference is I'm going to get better RR. That's the difference. I might lose, but like, let's say I did move it to 3.5. Right? Let's see what happens. Still get lost, okay? Well, if it was 4R or 4 pip, okay, still lost. So you can kind of see where I'm coming from, right? It doesn't necessarily make a huge difference. Because if I'm wrong, I'm still wrong, and it's probably going to take me out, right? There are some circumstances when it can just absorb, but again, the expectation is still going to be long. So what am I going to do for this session? Long, okay? Impulse. 1, 2, and then this third candle was broke through. Again, 3 pips. Do I need my stop loss to be down here? No, I need it to be here, but it's fine. And my entry would have actually been about here, but it's fine. Again, maybe pips, spread, whatever. So it's fine. See what occurs. Right? Probably going to take us out. Cool. I think it's probably just more bearish now. But the overall expectation again is up. Fuck. That was news. But yeah. I'm probably gonna end this shit now. I don't know why it's giving me 4k loss when it's 200k count. Don't really know. Don't really care. I changed my background. This is all that matters to me. I'm happy. I'm in this stream here because there's nothing else for me to do. Honestly, I'm at a point where I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about these longer streams, because why do I need to do them? Like, I don't need to prove that I can trade. I can trade. I know I can trade. I know that what I do works. I don't need to prove it. I just need to wait for what I'm looking for. And at the moment, you know, EU is beautiful for longs. Right? Maybe some of these trades I've actually taken here were actually pretty shit. Maybe context-wise, but again, it's fine because I learn every day, so it's fine. But yeah, I'm done here. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.